left the docks. Well, first let me start my freaking recording. Hold on.
Can we get the invites, or we don't need that? We just need to go back and.
Well, for Owl Bear, it'll be whenever I throw up a map, and
Right.
actually, I'll go ahead and put it up in Facebook in just a second, but I don't have a map up now because y'all are teleporting, and it might be RP at the moment.
Right.
You got to work tonight, Vic?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do too. So I got a hard stop at 8:30.
Okay.
And we were just chit-chatting, but Nika and Olivia's out, if you didn't catch Olivia.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
All right. So now we're at 7, and we'll stay at 7 unless Matt bring Mrs. Girk along.
Yeah. I'm trying.
This is great. What, Devin?
Yeah. She might. I'm trying to get her sent on a session or two, but it's going to be a hard sell for her.
Tell her you'll play naked or something.
I mean, you act like I wouldn't.
Right.
Call me
Trying to get
Jeffrey
frickin' My character name is Buck Naked.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's better than Buck Angel.
Buck, what? What are we talking about?
Apparently, no one knows who Buck Angel is. Look it up.
I'm not doing that again. I typed meat spin into my computer. I couldn't get that out of there for years.
Who's Bailey J?
No, I don't know who Buck Angel is.
Looks like Steve Austin.
Oh God.
Oh, is it?
I mean,
I don't want to get Rick.
She looks like Steve Austin.
Does she also wrestle?
All right.
She wrestles with something, all right.
Oh boy.
All right. Sausage wrestler.
Look out.
All right, it's in Messenger now. All right, cool.
What the hell?
Let me know if y'all see it or don't see it.
It's loading.
Yeah, I see it now.
All right. Yeah, I'm in a different hotel, but my freaking I'm using my work hotspot. No, my personal hotspot right now. See how that goes.
Oh.
So if it put back Owlbear, hold on 1 second. Might be a different address now. Back. I'm going to say that they didn't take down your tents yet, so you are all waking up in the tents that you were sleeping in the night before.
Okay.
And everybody's the same, minus Beatrix with a cat.
What
did you call the cat?
Poison.
Poison. All right.
Because we found him with the poison things.
That cat is poison.
Yeah.
Go around the map real quick.
Exactly.
Go ahead. And
Tabitha's still not there. Phelan. Oh wait, we're in the wrong Owlbear.
Yeah, you haven't switched over. Yeah.
Second. Yeah, it's a second Owlbear link. Roll me a D20, Lexi. Just a straight D20.
Okay.
And tell me what it is, because I don't have freaking. Yeah, I do have it up. It's a 12.
12.
Okay. So y'all teleport and Poison just was like freaking out from teleportation flash, or I'm not sure how teleportation would feel to an animal, but yeah, it just kind of like freaked out when y'all appeared in the tent. And it's kind of like in your hands, kind of like wanting to get out.
What?
I will grip him harder and pet him and feed him more food.
All right.
Oh,
All right.
we hear
All right.
you, Tabitha. You don't have to, be that loud when we come back from missions. We don't need a cat bell.
Cat bell.
Not Tabitha. It's fine. It's fine. Feeding a cat and petting him, calming him down.
Weren't the old people asking about a cat or something? I don't remember something. Those old people were doing something.
Yes.
They
they were.
lost Poison and Beatrix stole him.
There was just circumstantial evidence that this was in fact their cat, and not just a random cat.
It was a different cat, yeah. So
Could have been.
yeah, so a few minutes will pass. Y'all are waking up in the morning. Is anybody doing or saying anything as y'all wake up in the tents? I don't know if it would feel teleportation would feel like a wake up, but just kind of a change in scenery type of thing. Does anybody do or say anything?
I throw up.
I hand out the daily berries.
All right.
Extra gross Gurk.
Nice.
Does Otis? Oh wait, hold on. Oh, okay. My mic's on. All right. Does Otis wear armor, or are you going to be using like unarmored defense?
No, I'm unarmed. Unarmored.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool because I was just wondering because we was trying to kind of think about it last episode, like what equipment we're gonna need and how to divvy up the money because it pretty much goes like this, right? So early game martial characters need money for their equipment, and then later game casters need it for their materials. You know what I mean? So like I just need my armor. Plate armor is what I'm trying to get. So I got a little ways to go for that.
Yeah, no, I'm solid. I just
Okay.
Melanor, are you around? Hey, Melanor.
He is going to start slowly walking over. I thought y'all were leaving.
No, we're already done. There's things that look like eagles and had giant brains. We've taken care of them. These I appreciate these easy missions. We can handle something more difficult.
Ah. So the girls are taken care of.
There was even an old couple that did not drown at all.
No.
And I'll pull out the grill tentacle that I took.
All right. So yeah, Melanor is going to politely kind of like freak out at this tentacle. And that was totally not necessary. I almost tooted my pants.
So did Princess. Look at her pants. They're all greasy and dirty.
Oh my god.
Vegetation them. They are clean.
So there is gonna be like another certain quick silence, and then you're gonna hear that soft female whispering voice come in and say, "Well done," and she it is Jareth. She is going to bestow a charm of heroism on everybody who helped slay the Grails.
What does that do?
So it is under supernatural gifts, charms of heroism. It gives yourself the benefit of a potion of heroism as an action. So for 1 hour after drinking it, you gain 10 temporary hit points that last for 1 hour. For the same duration, you are under the effect of the bless spell. No concentration required. This blue potion bubbles and steams as if boiling. So everybody add a potion of heroism into your inventory.
Nice.
Oh,
I seen something today where
sounds
don't
pretty
know.
good. Is that is
Yeah.
that just a one time? Like,
Yeah,
So it lasts for an hour. You get 10 extra hit points.
yeah, but is that a recharge thing or is that the ones that what? It's a
Yeah, it's one and done.
yeah.
Okay,
A
all right.
potion, not a charm.
How about renown points?
Yeah, so getting back to where I just was. Hold on one second.
It was a potion.
Everybody,
heroism, right?
Mhm. Yeah, potion.
yeah. She bestowed a charm, but it has the effects of a potion, so it's just a one and done type of thing.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Everybody gets 2 renown points for helping with the grells.
All right.
And so as far as the Emerald Enclave is concerned, that's all the missions at hand for them. They can be more in the future if you wish to ask for missions from them, but at this point, you are all fully invested in the Emerald Enclave, and you do have safe harbor here whenever you need it. So with all the renown points, I know I put this out before, but does anybody get anything that they need to be addressed right now?
So I think I missed what renown points are.
So
If you
like,
look in the chat, there's if you scroll up in the chat, just in the Facebook chat, it's in there. The points, like as you accumulate, you gain levels, and when you gain certain levels, you get rewards.
yeah, I'm looking for the date that I put it in last. Otherwise, I can put it back in. But it's kind of like every time you do a mission, you get so many points, like you're shooting skeet ball at Chuck E. Cheese, and you go to cash in your your tokens.
I feel like I missed the. Like I wasn't there when we talked about this because I remember.
So it's February 4th in the chat at 6:31 p.m.
Exactly.
Oh my god. What? Is there so many?
Who just posted fourth?
Oh no.
That's not helping.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, February 4th. Yeah, so I guess nobody's going to have 10, so the most would be 3 renown points, which makes y'all Autumn Reaver. Let's see, Autumn Reaver.
Because I have 6 so far.
No, I
it's
take
okay.
that. I take that. Yeah, I take that back. It's a Summer Strider is 3 renown points. Summer Strider. So that gives you faction training. Emerald Enclave offers training in herbalism. I said herbalism. Wood carvers' tools are cartographers' tools. So of those 3 things, if somebody wants to partake in one of those 3 trainings, you would be able to add that to your repertoire next week.
Okay.
Or when you leave the Enclave today, maybe.
Does that I mean, you need some like training time, or does that just kind of happen basically?
we'll say it's a mixture of it just happens versus downtime for between next sessions. So if you want to pick one of those three, either herbalism, wood carvers, or cartographers tools.
I mean, cartograph is like mapping, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Girk will definitely take that.
Yeah.
What was the other one? Herbalism?
Herbalism or herbalism kit, wood carvers tools, or cartographers tools. So if you're into nature and possibly potions and figuring shit out, that would be herbalism.
So would I deduct points from that, or does that just like once you're at that level, that's when you can get that training type of thing?
Yeah, when you're at that level, so you just keep your points, and as soon as you accumulate 10, then you can pop up.
Gotcha.
Oh, I got it. I thought they were like, okay,
Yeah.
I follow you. I thought they were like
Well,
tokens. Like you turn in 3 tokens.
Well,
No, they're tiers. No, it's a tier.
It's
My bad.
tiers,
I don't know
but
why. I just had it in my head as they were like tokens.
I said it, but that's probably
no,
not
I
accurate.
follow you.
the way
I
I said
follow
it.
you. Okay,
I could-
sweet. Okay.
If I wanted to be a dick DM, I could do it like that one.
I got a question.
Like, we'll still be able to pick something from the other tier, right?
Yeah, once you get to, I think, what's a 10
You-
is the next one. Next
Yeah,
tier.
so as you're in one, let's see.
One was just a symbol, like it was
Yeah,
just the thing.
insignia and a copper cloak clasp in the shape of a leaf, accented with green enamel. So yeah, as you get to each tier, you get that whatever it is.
Yeah,
And
so
you
like
just-
tier 1 is the cloak class, tier 2 is the training, tier 3 is an item, and then tier 4 is the become a mentor.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you can keep asking for missions there, or just use them as a safe haven type of thing. But if you do keep doing missions, then you'll of course get more points and stuff like that.
Okay.
But
so-
currently, there's none available here, though.
Oh, I can find one for you.
Oh,
But as far as
ancient dragons, we need to take down.
yeah, we
What
need
about the
something.
opera?
No, that's
Yeah,
what I
well-
was kind of thinking. That I guess that's kind of felt like that's probably where.
Yeah, let's do the opera.
Yeah.
So y'all can like stop at a store on the way. I think didn't Tabitha say you had something that you can wear, or was that
Yeah.
Brentley?
We both. She's got to stop, but I got something. I want to look into. Oh no, not with. Sorry, no.
I just had some jewelry that I was going to throw on. That would be all right.
Okay.
Do we get any gold from that last mission with the renown points, or
Give me a persuasion check, like a group persuasion check with Melanor, because he was feeling pretty good about the handing out kits and stuff.
Ooh,
Oh, I'm cool.
wow.
I'm cool. I was just making sure. I
Fuck,
don't need it.
man. That was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
Yikes.
Oh.
We are less than persuasive.
Who is the highest? As I'm trying to get Albert. I'm sorry.
So
I got
far, Brentley is the
Yeah,
Yeah,
highest.
Brentley, the
16.
dude
What
with
you-
the
16.
negative.
All right. In Brentley's word, how do you ask Melanor for some coin?
Do I have to?
I mean,
They're
Yes.
Melanor.
we did deal with
Can
it
you
in a timely manner. I mean, there was no more extra dead bodies, no dead grandparents or anything of that nature.
It's really hard to keep Girk full.
I mean, at that point,
Yeah,
Girk's just going
fair
to take 3 good berries and shove them in his mouth. Oh, he's
Make sure you get the
he's
drill
got-
going really good.
He's not telling a lie over here.
See? See what I have to deal with, Sir Melanor?
Right. Let me go look. Let me go look and see if I got any spare coins. I was waiting on the the person, the runner to come back from the bank today. He hasn't come back. So I'm going to my personal stash, I guess. Just give me 1 minute here.
Praise Sylvanus or Lathander.
What the fuck? Right, I'm in like the way off.
Yeah, if we were gonna stop by some shops before the opera, I wouldn't mind swinging by the weapon shop. Was it Steam and Steel?
Okay.
Yeah. So if we get a second, I wouldn't mind swinging in. But.
Yeah, well, because I wanted to go somewhere too. I was going to catch a ride with.
Me too.
I was actually going to try to catch Timmy at some point here.
Okay.
Because I need to take a couple. I need 2 stops, I guess.
I'm looking for like a trinket or a tchotchke shop.
Okay.
I hate to ask why.
Xoblob?
That's probably not a bad idea. I mean, he's got things that look fancy that aren't like fool's gold or like cubic zirconium diamonds and stuff like that. That's kind of what I'm looking for.
So Melanor is going to come back and he's going to pull out a bag and I'm going to put it in the chat here. He's going to be
Thank you, good sir.
He's going to be like, I was just wondering why who put all the Nacho Libre in there. There's like 20 of them. That didn't go in there. Hold on 1 second.
Sure, stop.
Oh, that's why. I was doing Windows on the computer last night, and I'm putting in Windows commands on a Mac. That's why it's not working. Oh, damn it. 1 second. So he is going to hand over this bag to Brentley. He's like, it feels like coins. I'm really not sure what's in there, but go ahead and take this. I hope this will suffice.
Great.
Thank you, good sir.
I know. It's so creepy.
It is gold coins, thank God.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of hair or beads I would have found in this thing. A gag ball. This guy's a weirdo.
You might come out next wearing a wig or something. Somebody's hair.
Everyone's hair.
Yeah.
How we can divide this up?
Did we want to keep a
Sorry.
do we want to keep a separate thing for group?
Like a bar fund.
We need to start saving up because we're gonna have to find out how much it's gonna cost to get that bar open if that's our next thing after this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I had plans on taking when I was gonna go off, I was gonna go spend like 100 in gold on because I was gonna go to like a furniture store or something and get, or whatever, and get like a little table and chair for that corner, and like a little plaque, and some little bit of.
You gotta pimp out that corner, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He's got a gilf he's trying to land.
Yeah, and some alcohol, and then I was gonna spend another 100 in gold on that portrait, the big portrait that I was going to have done. So I was going to go
Of her or you?
No. The one I was gonna have the thing done as a whole party.
Oh, the party.
Like,
All
Guild
right.
corner.
Yeah, and then since we're gonna be putting on our clothes to go to this opera thing, I guess.
I got you.
So I'm gonna stop and grab them too and have them come and do that while we're getting ready, I guess.
I mean,
Okay.
I would only want like maybe 5 gold out of that, and then the group could have the rest of it.
Yeah, Holly needs 10 gold.
Okay.
I won't take any out
I'm
of it.
gonna take out of my because I have currently in my inventory 373 gold. I'm gonna end up spending 200, so I'm gonna have 173 gold in on my person, and I need to get to 15. Yeah, right. I need 1,500 though. Unless I can find some plate armor somewhere off of somebody. We need to get in a fight with some knights or something now.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean,
Well, you did.
If we split up evenly, we would get 15 gold, 114 silver, and 314 copper. But like I said, Girk doesn't want a lot. Like 5 gold is more than enough for him.
Yeah, I took 10, and that's all. Somebody please keep track of that.
Yeah, I'm not a good bookmaker. So.
Minus 15 from the gold.
So out of game officially to get the bar back up and running and all the bells and whistles and permits and whatnot. It's 1,000 gold.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, what about without a few whistles there?
Yeah, maybe with one bell.
We can go like dive bar here, just little.
Yeah, so I mean,
we got a gilf in the corner.
That's right. Well, that's what I'm hoping that like we can, if we get her, if I get that corner set up.
You're gonna have to smooth some elbows to get around all the, because you got the plumbers guild, you got the the woodmakers guild, you got the alcohol guild, the
and the innkeeper's guild was that guy. We kind of rubbed him the wrong way, didn't we?
Yeah, so if you're gonna have to smooth some people or constantly be on the lookout for sabotage and whatnot.
You had all those vendors come to the house already? That happened.
Just the innkeeper guild, I think.
It was Broxley.
So if only Brantley and I take 15 gold out of this, that leaves everyone else with 19 gold, 22 silver, and 62 copper.
All right. Well, okay.
Or do you want me to just keep it in a communal thing, and then?
I mean, I was cool with that because I kind of think that's how we can like handle it.
Okay.
For now, anyways, until like we get, like I said, I mean, it's just really my armor I need to get, and then after that, I don't need shit. You know what I mean? So, and then once we start leveling up, then we can still keep putting the money in the pot for materials and shit like that. So,
all right.
Hey, Brett,
what's up?
On our way out of town, I guess we're stopping, and I want to stop and see how much like silvered arrows would be, or arrows of walloping.
Yeah, you probably want to go to that Steam and Steel place.
I was about to say, yeah, you two should go to the together there, I guess. Right?
Yeah, because didn't Otis
the biggest archery guilds here in Waterdeep?
Yes.
Yeah, my halberd is silver.
That's right.
Yeah.
What's that?
Otis got his halberd silvered for a reasonable price.
Okay.
If I remember right.
Well, I want to buy some arrows for a reasonable price, around 10 gold.
and Brentley is a handsome fellow, so they would much.
I was gonna say, I think Otis flirted his way into that, but
no,
I think Brentley's handsome.
Bar of silver.
That's what it was. I can't remember.
Oh, the two Genasi.
Yeah, so
Brentley might get human trafficked at the at that place, but yeah, at the Steam and Steel, but we'll see what happens. So Xoblob's the first stop. Are y'all waiting outside for Timmy or anybody in particular?
Okay. Gotta get the Uber.
All right. I mean, are you only waiting for Timmy, or is anybody acceptable?
Well, I'm trying to get Timmy because there's going to be a little RP that I wanted to do there.
All right. It is going to take a few minutes for Timmy because he is a busy fellow. It's going to take about 5 minutes. And you are going to see Timmy roll around. Let me make sure I got Timmy's photo. I'm sure y'all remember what Timmy looks like.
Yeah.
Is Zaplogs on the way?
Yeah, it's real close.
Okay.
So it's between the Emerald Enclave and the Yarning Portal. And you have to pass both of those anyway. If you're taking the main road to go up to either to get to the to go home to Trollskull Manor or to go to the opera if you're going straight there.
That's the plum place, right?
Yeah, where everything's purple.
Yes.
I have shit ton of purple in my notes.
So, yeah.
Helpful.
So I don't have Timmy's token. I can find it in a second. But Timmy pulls up. He's gonna. Of course, he's gonna be looking for Leslin. He's like,
"Oh no,
where's Leslin? My girl, Timmy."
I'm like, unfortunately, not today, Timmy. I'm your fare.
Yeah. Where to, boss?
I go wherever. Like it's going to be just we don't really have to figure out where we're really going, but it's just going to be a furniture shop and I guess somewhere to pick up some liquor and then
archery guild.
Well, are you coming with me?
Oh, I guess not.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna actually take a ride by myself because I was gonna have a little talk with Timmy.
Oh, damn! All right.
Have a little talk with Timmy on the way.
Fallon's riding by himself.
Yeah.
Timmy's about to get human trafficking.
Well, because I got to go to. Well, yeah, maybe we'll see. But because I'm going to two separate, three places that nobody else is going, so it would kind of make sense for me to go on my own way, anyways. But I tell them first stop is the whatever place where I'm going to pick up a little table and chair and shit. So.
All right. So that would be at the Bent Nail, probably close to the house.
Okay.
Unless you want something closer.
No. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. I'm just figuring it's going to take whatever time that the other party members are going to be doing their stuff, and then the little RP thing I'm going to do is going to be kind of as we pull up to the house.
After the fact.
Yeah, after I go pick up the little furniture and lick a little bit of liquor, and then I'm gonna tell the artist, like, because in my mind it's like an artist / mage where he doesn't really have to paint the whole thing. He can just kind of come and look at us and then and have the image kind of portrait, and then like I figured he'll go make a frame real ornate, opulent, like fancy. Gold leaf inlay, you know what I mean? It's gonna be really like it's gonna be by far the nicest thing in the tap room currently, and for a while it's gonna be the centerpiece plus the little thing I'm gonna have in the corner, but that's just for Okoria.
Okay. All right. So and to the group's amazement, you take off by yourself with Timmy, and the rest of the group is like sitting on the side of the road, like, what the hell just happened?
Can someone else call an Uber, please?
Yeah.
I'll just teleport everyone.
Yeah, let's do that. That's for suckers.
We sat here and we waited for a carriage to come, and that asshole just we could have picked up any carriage, and then you can take us away.
Okay, cool. It's the last charge on this, so
Oh no, don't waste it.
Well, no, well, hold on. I mean, it was
Oh,
the next
recharges.
day. You should have got at least one of those charges back.
should I?
It's a D3, which I don't know. I think you can do that on the custom.
Roll the dice 6.
Yeah.
1 and
Well,
2
you
is
do
One
that
and
too.
two.
and
One and two is
Yeah,
a
you do
1.
that
2,
too.
3 and 4, 5 and 6.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Is glitchy, so I will roll. Oh God.
Like there is a D3. It's weird though.
Yeah, weird looking. It looks like a broken rock.
A
It's like a
broken rock.
waffle.
So I rolled a 6 on my D6. So I
So
that's
three.
three.
It's maxed out. Yeah.
full.
You over channel your
Yeah, it blows up.
teleportation helm. It crumbles to dust.
You're
Um.
now in the astral sea.
Yeah, let's
You-
take that helmet for a ride. We got all the charges. Let's go.
Do you need something from that area to teleport to? Wasn't
Oh,
that the
crap.
thing?
Yeah, let's walk or ride the carriage.
Well,
I
I mean, I don't know
stone
where you guys
walkway.
are trying to go. Well, wait a minute. You guys got your weapons within 30 days. So, like, you could say that those weapons are an item from the forge.
Oh,
That's
you got
true.
the Anda's got that pendant or something from Xoblob or a pet or what did you get it?
That's some good rule
And then
board, Vic.
And then I also
You have a key?
carved from a displacer beast.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you got something from there. So you can teleport back to Xoblob Shop. That's fine.
Cool. So I take the group there. The rest
Okay.
of the
All right. Let me put that. I think there's an updated Xoblob map. that I do
Everybody
have.
hold it. Come on, don't be shy.
Hey, Brett, do you know if there is any place that has like certain trinkets? And I see in the player's handbook, there's a bunch of trinkets and stuff, but I
Do
don't
you
know
care if it's purple?
No.
All right. Let's see what's at
What?
Xoblob.
Yeah.
You care if it's purple.
So of course you walk into Xoblob and it's all freaking purpled out, looking at owlbear, and all nice and shinies and purples and all that crap. And let me change it up because there is a updated map here. Let's see.
Purple haze going on too.
Purple haze. I had a purple tie-dyed purple haze t-shirt back in the day.
Oh, that's even better. I'm trying to roll to see what I'm looking for, and one of the things I rolled for kind of is pseudo fitting.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
All
That
right,
will
this-
only end poorly for us.
But I'm gonna change it because it's close, but it's close enough.
All right. I'm gonna put the hard to find where the freaking front door is on this map. Holy crap. It's a nice map, but it's hard to
Taking
find
a
the front
minute to
door.
load up here.
Ooh.
Oh,
Didn't we get high at this place
Mm-hmm.
too?
Oh,
Well,
what?
Some of
A
us.
little bit?
Yeah.
I don't know this place.
Yeah.
It's a new one. It's a new map. I had a cheesier version before.
That's fun.
Okay. And Gert, can you give me your new one again?
I mean, if you have the other one, that's fine.
Okay. All right. And I know I got Xoblob in here somewhere. Oh yeah. Xoblob's in there. He's sitting at that table in the center. I mean, he's already hitting that purple weed. He's just having a good old time. He's gonna look back, see you guys walk in. Oh, you guys are back. What can I do for you?
Hi, Mr. Blob. I'm looking for some items, and I was hoping you could help me with them. I have this amount of gold, and he's gonna put 5 gold on his counter. I was wondering if you had any of the following will do. I'm looking for a dead fairy in a glass bottle.
Oh my god. Sure.
A knife that belonged to a family member. A pyramid of sticks that's is a black incense that smells bad or gross, as my friends like to say, or a gemstone that looks like a lump of coal.
That is highly specific.
I mean, those are what
And
I'm looking for.
I will stress the word highly.
I don't get that reference, but okay. That's what I'm looking for. If you had something close, I'd be interested in.
Is a dead fairy in a bottle a trinket, or is that like a burial?
Well, in the book it says a dead sprite, but I figured fairy was better. I mean,
was.
pieces of a fairy, you know.
Okay.
So he's gonna saunder off, looking under some tables, and he might go to the back. Let me go check the storeroom in the back, and he's gonna be, doing a slow walk, and he's gonna come back, and he's like, I really don't remember seeing any of those things that I was just back there looking for, but I do have this like cool bag of bags. They're like grab bags, and I'll let you take 2 bags for that amount that you just put on the table, man.
Don't be afraid to take the list with you. I know maybe you forgot. Those are very specific things, but take the list with you next time.
If you want to like leave the list, I can like maybe put it on order. There's this new thing. It's like Amazon, but it's called Waterdeep.
Do they have free delivery? So what is? Can I look in the bag and see what's actually in there?
It's weed, man.
They're all like crumpled up brown bags with like a purple ribbon on each one.
Oh, so it's a bag of bags.
So it's just bags of bags with purple ribbons on it?
Yeah.
All right.
Did it say Mr. Nice Guy?
I always pictured him as Cuban. Yeah, that's fine. I'll give him the 5 gold and be like, all right, thanks. But if you do come into those items, let me know.
I assume since I'm not in civilized a lot, I just walk up, I put 10 gold on the counter, and I say, I need as many silver arrows as that'll buy me in 2 bag of bags, please.
Arrows, those are those pointy things, right?
Yeah, the ones that fly. Not the metal pointy ones. Maybe the tip's metal, but yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna have to go check in the back for that, man.
Right.
I don't know why I'm sounding like Cheech now, but that's what I'm going with.
It's on the back of the car.
Yeah. So first, Girk, roll me 2 different D10s, please.
All right. The first D10 is a 6. And then a 3.
All right, so you might like the first one. It's actually going to be a monocle with purple tinted glass.
That is perfect. That goes with your suit perfect.
Yeah.
I let Girk know how awesome he's going to look.
Okay.
And the other one is going to be a 6-sided die, which rattles when rolled. And it is purple.
Ooh. Who would
Xoblob is going to come out for Brentley, and he's going to be like, I found this. And it's going to be like a a 2 foot by 3 foot canvas with a purple arrow painted on it.
Oh my
Will this
god.
will this
I need.
do?
Oh no, man, that purple, beautiful, but I need silvered arrows. It's very important they're silvered. How much is that?
Oh, the painting is free if you're gonna buy some bags, but I don't have
I'm
any.
buying 2 bags of bags. And
I don't
think
have.
I know a guy who wants to buy a painting too.
Well, if you buy 4 bags, man, I'll give you this painting because I
got this much
gotta make
gold.
some. I gotta make some room,
10
man.
high.
All right.
Whatever this will get me, hombre.
All right. Yeah. So, roll me your D10 4 times, please.
Oh crap!
Beatrix will just go up to Anya and be like, "We have got to teach them to be better at this."
Let them go first
you guys,
and then step in when we need to.
you guys need to listen to Dave Ramsey. You know, start saving your money.
Girk is gonna be
Now I got 2 4s.
Oh, 2 4s.
A 10. And a 4. Holy crap! I hope 4 is a Wishblade, wish
You're-
spells.
Okay.
D&D Beyond is stuck.
Yeah, it's glitching, huh?
So first one, you're gonna have a purple marble figurine, which looks like you're wearing Gothic plate armor. So yeah, so you pull out this this little figurine statue, and it looks amazingly like Brentley. That's purple.
Oh, I've heard about these people. They make minis. I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Can I get my silvered arrows?
I'll just go up to Brent and be like, so I don't think he like has that here. We can go to the other place. It's owned by Genasi, so they're really good. Otis got his halberd silver by them, and they are very nice. So I don't.
Oh, fantastic!
Really...
How much do I owe you for these 4 bags of bags with this awesome figurine?
Well, there's 3 more bags. Do you want to open the rest?
Of course.
Yeah, so that second one is a purple linen handkerchief printed with a grid of 1-inch squares.
Nice.
The next one is a steel mirror, which of course is purple, and it's etched with a dozen of eyeballs on the back.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Are the eyeballs purple?
Everything is purple.
All right, my last bag. There better be some weed in here.
The last one is a tiny squid-like creature preserved in quartz.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay. Tiny squid-like creature.
Preserved in quartz. So I
And
guess
how is
like
that purple?
It is purple, yeah.
The squid or the never mind, doesn't matter.
Everything. Purple squid, purple quartz, purple squid, purple quartz. So if you haven't noticed yet, even the bags that you just opened were purple.
Right on. That's nice. I like the purple.
But you know, he is going to be like, you know, I appreciate your 4-bag purchase. Would you like to try a hit? And he is going to offer his pipe to you.
No thanks.
You just said you wanted weed, man.
I'm not gonna smoke alone kind of person, if you know what I mean. I don't need herpes or whatever it is you're trying to give me.
And he's going. I mean, this is a deep gnome individual, he is gonna like, do you really want some weed, man? I can go to the back and get you some, man.
And a little catnip.
All right. He is
Thank
gonna go
you.
to he is gonna go to the back
All right.
and come out with a little pinch of some purple weed that's in a little purple Kleenex all kind of rolled up.
Now we're talking.
And he's gonna like look around like he's under surveillance or something and just kind of like palm it over to you.
All right. I kind of push, the coins without looking, kind of a stretch.
All right. Now he's like, I don't know how strong it is, man, but buddy down at the dock ward said it was some pretty tight shit. So just let me know, man.
Welcome to D&D, where you can
Thanks,
buy
bro.
and sell.
Yeah, we don't have any minors here anymore. So
Yeah,
All right. I'm really surprised Brett hasn't had to role play some hot chat.
we try and keep it clean here, but
That was the one.
that was the one.
Yeah, so anything else from Xoblob? You got
How
your
much are
goodies.
you?
Well, how much did you put up? Did you put
10.
up some coins up on the table?
Yeah, 10 gold.
Yeah, so if you're gonna leave all 10 there, he's gonna, like slowly go to grab it, unless you kind of take some back. But
Yeah, that's fine. Have at it, man. Go buy some Doritos or.
I do have some purple, tortilla chips in the back. I'm about to go
I
grab some.
I think I should let somebody get on. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh my God, that guy's a mess.
Yeah.
Yes.
The best.
Yeah, so in my other campaign, they were like messing with them big time, and they got some trinkets, and he ended up paying them because he was so high. He's like, so yeah, here's the $3 or the 3 gold pieces that I owe you. And they're like, what? They thought it was hilarious.
Right. Yeah, why don't we get that
So
next time?
Yeah. All right. So are y'all stopping to get clothing, or you're going to Steam and Steel, or are you going to the Bent Nail? Where's the next stop here?
Some people. Who else? Well, Brentley and Tabitha still needed clothing, right?
Okay.
I got mine already.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just gonna put on some jewelry and
Y'all
I'm
just
all
like
black. I'm a cat. Left my fur out.
okay. Yeah. So y'all really don't need a place. Y'all just kind of like changing wardrobe on the ride over.
Mm-hmm.
We're going back to the house, aren't we?
Oh wow.
Y'all can. I mean, it's just
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I was planning on meeting them there. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. So let me throw
Wait,
up. Go ahead.
Go to and steal for Brentley's arrows. So if we
Okay.
could do stop there and then go to the house, if that's okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to make
No.
this quick.
No, I want something there too, so don't worry.
Okay.
All right.
We haven't come across a jewelry shop though, so we may need to see if we can locate one of those if Tabitha wants something. Or at least I can't find a jewelry store on my own.
All right. All right. Y'all get to the Steam and Steel. And of course, as you come in, Ivy is going to come from the back. He hears the bell. Yeah, he's this water genasi Ivy. He's going, oh, welcome back, friends. It's good to see you again.
Avi, my darling. She's gonna do like the kiss the cheeks.
Let me make sure I got everybody's token on there.
Hello, sir. Do you guys have silvered arrows here?
We can make them for you in just a tad bit. You are new here. What is your name, sir?
My friends call me Brentley.
Have you ever worked with steel before?
Yeah, kinda.
We do have a work program here for fine young gentlemen.
I just need some silver arrows. I just push the gold over again and say, I need this many arrows. I got this much gold. And there's 10 gold on the thing. Can I get a ticket, or how do we do this?
So yeah, Avi's going to come to the counter and says, so what you're telling me, friend, is you just want the tip?
Oh my.
Yeah.
No, I think he.
Yeah.
I think he wants a chef too.
No. That'll make him too heavy.
All right. Yeah. So he is going to basically, say, or are you asking for physical arrows, or is he taking your arrows and tipping them for you?
Man, arrows are very cheap, but yeah, he can tip my arrows. I mean, I don't like the sound of that. You know what? Just let me get his arrows.
All right.
So on to turn to Brentley really quick and be like, don't mind him. You see, he doesn't work in the back where the spiciness is, so he has to bring his own spiciness to the counter. You know what I mean? So
I don't understand that at all. I'm having a very odd day today.
And he's gonna be like, so how many do you need?
How many would 10 gold buy me?
I will Emric, we have a customer. Emric is gonna come from the back. What is it now? Type of thing. And silver tipped, a quiver of 20, chop.
Nice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so he's gonna give me a few minutes. I was doing something. Yeah, so he's gonna go back and start processing your order. It's good to see y'all. How's the tavern coming?
Oh, we're it's coming along. It's coming along. Hi Embrick, hello to you too. Yeah, it's slowly coming along. We're just building up our funds. Like doing jobs, and we are part of the Emerad Enclave. So thank you for that suggestion. That was very helpful.
Nice. They're good people. Melanor is a funny fellow.
I will say he's interesting, but yes, yeah, we'll go with interesting.
So let's see. Let's see here. So silver coating. Avi is going to lean into Brentley and then be like, so how much is my silver tipping worth to you? You can
give him I give him a purple marble figurine of myself, and I just go.
Give me a persuasion check, please.
Oh God.
Can I help Brentley with that and just be like, come on, Avi, we're like family. We're both Genasi, come on. We always come in here. We give you good business. You could help out my friend a little bit.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage. Help. Right.
Oh no. I got a 1. Please tell me this doesn't end in sodomy.
No,
yeah,
that's a 20.
Oh, it's a 20?
That would be a dirty 20. So as you're feeling all proud of your nice new purple figurine of yourself, you go to hand this to Avi and it slips out of your hand and just like shatters right in front of him. What?
And then I go,
is
that was magic to distract you from this. And I pull out the handkerchief, swing it around like a lasso.
That is fabulous. And he is going to go to grab it and give yourself inspiration for that.
Yeah.
I jerk it away when he tries to grab it, and I kind of wave it in front of him, and I act like I don't care, and I just toss it at him. But I do care because I look back.
He is going to like pause for a second and just like give you do that again, I'm going to hit you so hard.
Can I get my arrows, please?
Embrick, hurry up. We got a hothead over here. He thinks he's funny too. But he is going to take that that linen handkerchief and, you know, he's going to kind of like make one of those neckerchiefs. Put it on. You know, it does get kind of hot in here with Embrick, and he's going to pat his head a little bit. Tie it on his neck.
Good on you, Avi. Good job. You're looking great.
I concur.
And Embrick is going to come back out. I mean, you know, I really don't want to say this, but I'll say it. Lickety split. He's going to come out. And he's going to slap those silver tip arrows down, and he's going to be like, bam. And, you know, like almost like he dropped the bike and just going to walk back to the back. And 20 silver tipped arrows at your service for said handkerchief.
Thank you, sir.
If you are looking for any part-time work, we always have some availability in the back for fine young individuals like yourself.
I appreciate it. I've got a job already. Thank you.
Got jobs here.
I believe she needs some help. I push Beatrix up to the counter.
Hey!
I was just having fun with that. Beatrix will walk up and she'll swing her daggers and she'll put them in the table just like she did before. Hi, Avi.
Hello, dear. I see you haven't ended up in jail yet, so that's good.
Not yet. I said, you did such a good job on the daggers before, but I was just wondering, and I'll take out the vials of the grill poison that I harvested.
All right.
I think I have like 5 vials, so I'll just put like all 5 of them out, or 2 or 3 of them out, and we fought this thing. It was a flying brain, and I'll just like go through the whole story really fast, and I'll just be like, so I took this poison. Can I know if I like dip my blade in it, it'll be good for a little while, but I was wondering, is there a way that I can make this poison stay in my blade every time I use it? And I'll stand the poison.
He's going to think about that, and he's going to call Embrick back out. And, you know, they're going to kind of like talk away from you type of thing. But it would, he is going to come back after they talk and say it would require some magic to keep your blade hot at all times. So you might need the assistance of a mage type individual.
Pause, out again. We went to a bookstore, right? And that guy charmed shit, didn't he? Or he could put charms on things, or do something for a price, didn't he?
You were able to copy spells, or they can have spells copied for you.
Okay.
Kind of like a wizard pay for spell type of thing in the back.
Gotcha. So, okay, just back again. Okay, so if I were to say find a spell, what spell might I look for? And then maybe one day I can come and I can help you and Emmerich, and I can be in the back and I can help you, and because I can cast spells now, it's a whole thing. And I was wondering if I could help you infuse this blade with poison if I find the right spell.
That is I've never heard that before.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
pretty big ask here. That's
Yeah. I would have to do some research myself, type of thing. But
because you start throwing the balance of the get like that's when you start like because if you're already putting on because this is what you got +2 silver daggers or something. That's what you're putting them on.
I was gonna put this
Already?
one on. I was gonna put this one on the not my special too. I was gonna put this one on the duller.
so I mean, out of game, I would immediately go to heat metal spell, but I don't. You might have to cast it as you use it like a regular spell. It's like you're heating your own weapon type of thing. Not necessarily it would always be heated, so you would have to burn a spell slot unless I find something else.
Okay.
Yeah, that would work. Yeah, if you yeah, okay, that would kind of balance it back out. Like if you actually had to like concentrate on like a spell and then
all right.
add it as a poison, additive damage type thing.
There. I'm seeing something else. It's like unearthly heat, but I think that's kind of like body temperature type of thing. But yeah, I would think heat metal spell would probably be the first thing that I would go to, unless I find something different. I'll let you know.
Okay.
But Embrick is gonna hear that question and kind of look at you before he goes back to the back, and he's gonna like hold out his hand and then have like a little flame of like a heart and blow it to Beatrix before he goes back to the back, type of thing.
I'll catch it. Thanks, Emric.
Back to work. So that would be their advice, heat metal type of thing, because they are into the metal works, not necessarily the magic arcane works type of thing.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just checking.
But
yeah, because you could do it just made me think like if you ran it almost like the mechanics of like I have divine favor, right, which is a D4, and then you have to concentrate it on it, and every melee attack you make with the weapon, you add a D4 to it of radiant damage. So you could run something like that as with poison damage to it. You know what I mean? Something to that effect.
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is like you would have to, if you can get a hold of the spell, then you could take it back to them. Embrick can heat it up, infuse the poison into the metal, and then as you want to use that spell, you can like reheat it, which might extract some of the poison type of thing, or just like reactivate or liquefy the poison. I don't know. So I mean, that's if you want to go that route, I'm okay with that.
Okay. Yeah. I will write all that down.
So Embrick is gonna not Embrick, Avi's gonna look at Brentley as you took those arrows. So are you satisfied with my tips?
I'll have to get back to you on that.
Fair enough.
What's that, Fallon? Okay, I'm sorry, I gotta go.
What, Mom? Yeah, Mom's calling. Gotta go.
I'm not even there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted, so I'm good.
Okay. All right.
Avery,
Trollskull.
Hold up. Avery, this is Girk here. I have a small thing. Do you have any pocket...
That's what she said.
Hey. Do you have any pocket mirrors? Hopefully with something that has like a heart or a flower or something like a pearl shell, something like that on it.
I break out a steel mirror with eyeballs. I'm like, they're purple, and when we get home, I'm sure we can make these look like hearts. It's a steel mirror. For you, Dirk. I give it to you.
All right. That works. Never mind, Avi. I found what I'm looking for.
And we'll look at Girk and, look at Girk's shell, and he's like, you always have my heart, Girk.
I don't know if I should be telling you this or not, but other people have touched my shell. I'm sorry. I mean, if you want to re-up it, that's fine.
He is like going to, like, in a little minor hissy fit, just kind of like stomp his feet and just stomp off and go to the back with Embrick and just leave all the y'all in the front room.
I only have shell for you.
Yeah, so Avi went back to Embrick, and he was a little upset that Girk just like gave his shell to someone else. All right, so do we fade to the molestation of Timmy in the woods?
No, well, I mean, yeah, that's not where I was going with that.
Take that, Timmy, take that.
Yeah. But well, I kind of imagined it as if like we were pulling back to the house.
Okay.
Like after with like I would like I'm saying that in the carriage we have like a table and chair set up for that corner.
Right.
We picked up some a few bottles of liquor or alcohol or whatever.
Okay.
And,
so
and I'm thinking that like the group is already back there. They beat me back to the house because they're just teleporting around.
Now, did y'all burn the last teleport to go back there, or y'all just took a carriage?
Well, no, shoot, it's full. Well, -1.
Well, the Steam and Steel is within walking distance. It's
it's like right down the road.
Yeah, I didn't know how balling.
Yeah.
I'm teleporting this bitch. I'm not walking ever again. Boom, boom. Yeah, if y'all gonna walk, that's fine. As far as the liquor, is it gonna be like a one-person banquet style setup, or just like?
Yeah, I'm gonna just have it, like I said, like a nice table, with a nice like high back chair, like almost kind of like a throne type seat. And
okay.
Then like her name card in or something. All right. Then just like a couple bottles of liquor and a little setup there.
Yeah. So how about? Yeah, it's gonna be a rush, job on that plaque. Like if you go to
right now, or we
go to the beach, and you get like one of those.
Say like that didn't even do it. Yeah. Like that's on the way.
One of those airbrush T-shirt type of deal. It's gonna be in wood plaque.
I've ordered a placard.
Yeah, so for the whole spiel, let's say 10 gold pieces for the liquor and the table and the accoutrements.
Okay, that's very reasonable. Yes.
Yeah.
And then, okay, I'll take that off. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking like, let's see here, gold.
Yeah, and I'll go ahead and put up the tavern map back. That's everybody's going there.
All right. Yeah.
I think there's a new one. One second.
I'll give you 10 gold back. I didn't need it currently.
I think it's this one. Here we go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. No more. That one?
As we were walking up, Kirkwood walked up to Hank, chewed up 2 more good berries, and spit it into Hank's mouth. Just wherever, his true mouth is like, oh, sorry, buddy, I've been away for a little bit, but here's some food for you.
Does refresh my memory. Does Hank talk?
Mm-hmm.
No.
All right.
Not like Aubrey 2 or something.
Yeah.
I mean, Kirk hears voices and he might think that's Hank, but it doesn't actually talk.
Yeah, so as you spit that into Hank, like a puff of that green smoke is like an ash cloud just like puffed up into Girk's face as a thank you.
Okay, that works.
I asked Anda if her flower person might like this guy. They both smoke. They both plants.
Yes, but I feel like mine has like been in the streets for too long to really make new friends. You know what I'm saying?
Understood.
Yeah,
He's bread and
I mean,
bologna.
try, but I don't know. Like maybe they would get along. I should probably introduce them, but
You never know.
Hey, Flower, you she just like goes into like her little cape. Hey, Flower, you want to make new friends today? Leave me the fuck alone. I don't think so. I think he's not today.
Right on.
What did you say in Sylvan? What was
she said no. She said no, thank you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, she said no, thank you.
I kind of shrug at Hank and go. I tried to get your Venus flytrap.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure Flower's like, yeah, that flower smells like shit. I ain't gonna buy that damn thing. Get none of his shit spores on my wings. Hell with that. Okay, yeah. So y'all are there, and Fallon pulls up, and he's pulling out all his table. And
well, I would say before that happens, like as we're about a block away from the house.
All right.
And I look over to Timmy, and I'm gonna put guidance on myself here. I go.
Do you put your hand on Timmy's knee?
No.
Listen, Timmy.
No, yeah. There comes a time in a man's life. No,
you can call me Uncle from.
But so I go. Timmy, evil comes into existence in two ways. Sometimes it's born, and sometimes it's made. And the born part, there's nothing you can really do about it. But the way evil is made is when good men are screwed over until their breaking point. You may be asking yourself, why am I telling you this? I go, I saw you take advantage of Girk last time you were here.
Oh, God.
And I let it go, and I wanted to see how you're going to handle it. Now, Girk's a good-hearted dude, and you took advantage of him. That's not right. So, he'd have gave you that money if you just told him what the real price was. But anyways, let's put it this way. Fool Girk once, shame on you. Fool Girk twice, I'll remove your soul from your lifeless body. You understand what I'm saying?
Damn.
And I was like, I hope I've made myself clear.
He's gonna be like, Timmy? Timmy?
So I pull up. Okay. Well, okay. Did you want to respond or something?
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna basically say, I'm sorry. I like the shinies.
Understood. Don't let it happen again. And I'm like, matter of fact, help me bring this stuff in the house.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, well, because then I'm gonna call Girk. I'm gonna call for Girk. I'm like, Girk, come here.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm coming over, Tin Man.
All right. So I'm gonna say we're like at the bar.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
We pulled right into the bar.
So as Girk comes in, I turn to Timmy and I'm like, Timmy has something to say to you.
Awkward silence. Cricket.
Yeah. Timmy.
Timmy's gonna be like, sorry, Timmy.
I mean, I don't know what you're sorry about, but thank you. I sincerely take it.
I'm sorry it took so long for me to get in here because I'm in my wheelchair, as you can see.
So I'm like, all right, and I'm like, okay, well, let's bury the hatchet. Let's play a game. I'm like, Girk, where's that deck of cards you got?
Oh shit!
Oh, dude.
Oh shit!
Oh, hold up, it's in my bag.
What if we just let Timmy win the lottery here?
So
Two cards to you. 2 cards to me.
Uncle Fallon, this isn't strip poker again, is it?
No, this is much better stakes.
Everybody gets 5 cards.
Yeah.
All right, I mean, I have them. Do you want to look at them or?
No. I'll tell you what. Fan them out for Timmy.
All right, I'll fan them out.
And I'm like, Timmy, Girk's offering you a card. You wouldn't be insult him to not take it, right?
Are they?
What if this makes him smart?
Are they prizes?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, I mean, this came.
There's some really good artwork on those cards. I've seen them, but you got to kick it without looking.
Okay, so Girk, hold them back up. I would like the 4th one from the right, please.
All right, so I mean, this way, I don't. You have to be more clear. Like over here, like this, and this.
Yes, that one.
All right. Well, it is Talon. So this is your stuff goes away. All your possessions go away.
You just bankrupted Timmy.
Well, no, isn't? Yeah, I thought it's magic items, right? It's not like everything.
Hold up, I gotta look. Yeah, it might be magic items.
I think it's just magic items. Yeah.
Yeah, tell me if it's magic items.
We don't know about.
Yeah, every magic item you wear or carry disintegrates.
Right,
I got you.
He just keeps the card.
Yeah,
like,
he's gonna look at it like, all right. So what do I get for a Talon?
You get to put this in your yeah. You can put it in your ride. It's like a little thing for your ride, like a bobblehead doll in your car.
So I thought you were supposed to get 2 cards. 21.
I mean,
well, it's up to him if you want. Yeah. I was just saying 1, but if you wanted to take more.
So Timmy is going to take that. Good. He's going to take that card and kind of like put it in the spokes of one of his wheels on the right side. He's gonna be like, yeah, I need another one.
No. You want to look at another card? No problem.
Yeah.
All right. I'll redo these cards so they, you get a new picture. Come on, the avatar of death.
Let's just watch him get slaughtered and shit.
Wow, that might be fun.
I was hoping it was like all his possessions because he was about to like fall out of his wheelchair.
There is one, there is one that takes all your money and shit.
Give me the 2nd from the left, please.
So this and this.
Yeah, that one.
All right, so this is Ruin, and I have to look it up.
That might be the one where he loses all his money.
It is.
Like terrible cards.
That is the one where you lose it all.
Oh my god!
I love when shit works out.
All forms of wealth, that you carry or own, other than magic items, are lost to you. Portable property vanishes. Business, buildings, and land that you own are lost. In a way that alters reality. At the least, all documents that prove that you own something is lost too.
Wheelchair?
Yeah, so
you gonna walk his heavy ass out of here?
Out of nowhere, his wheelchair disappears and Timmy falls to the ground and hits his head. He's like,
"Ow!" I'm like, Timmy, good thing Fallon has prepared a spot for you just for this occasion. I put him in that girl's McGill spot.
So he's trying to like crawl out the front door.
All right.
Crawl.
See you later.
Like
that was
horrible.
That was horrible. Should we get him to pull one more card? I mean, it can't get any worse, right?
Yeah, be like, hey, Timmy, I just so you know, there is cards in there that will give you all your shit back.
He doesn't know he lost it, right? He just thinks his wheelchair disappeared.
Well, no, his cart's gone.
Yeah, give me
home, and his girlfriend's just standing there with a Dear John letter like this.
Give me Give me either a charisma or a persuasion check from Fallon to kind of like
All right.
see if you can coax him into pulling another
Yeah,
one.
let's see.
Y'all just want to see Timmy die or something.
Oh yeah, look at that. 19.
Just left him penniless. I would think that would be enough.
He'd be lucky if he pulls something that kills him.
Yeah,
now.
the one that like he gets buried in gems and stuff.
Yeah. All right.
All right, I rolled a
Left him his
19.
wheelchair in the card.
He's like, yeah. So I'm not sure what's going on, Uncle Fallon, but if you say I should take another card, I'll take another card.
Oh,
I'm
no.
just saying, you could get all your stuff back. I mean, I don't know what else.
Uncle
We're
Fallon?
testing fate, my
Wait.
friend.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Yeah, I'm like, Uncle. Stop.
You remember that one time in the woods, Uncle Fallon?
I don't know you.
All right, well, I mean, if you want to look at another card,
Shut
I
up,
mean,
kid.
all right,
Like,
here you go. Here's
so I want that blue lady to pick.
okay.
Absolutely not.
I need-
You're wrong with this one, buddy.
Who's got good luck? I need good luck.
You have to choose yourself anyway, because then it counts as like us picking the card. Good try, though. Good try.
All right, I'll pick the one on top in the middle, whichever one's closest.
The one on top and the middle.
And yeah.
There's the top one, and that looks like middle.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The middle.
Come on, this border die.
We're gonna die with him.
All right, the first one is key, which I have no idea what that one is.
I don't know what that is.
A rare or rarer magic weapon with which your proficient appears in your hands. The DM chooses.
Oh my god.
Wait, what happened?
He gets a magic weapon.
Rarer magic weapon with he is proficient appears in his hand.
He gets like a tank for a wheelchair.
I was just about to say that he should totally get like one of those like combat wheelchairs.
Yeah.
Wait, what weapon did he get? Can any of us use it?
Yeah.
Steal his weapon.
Is it base of cleric awesomeness or
Well-
barbarian crushing?
Well, was that the metal card? Or was that the one on the side?
That was the top card.
Okay. So he gets a weapon.
Awesome. Congratulations, Timmy. Go sell that at the purple shop. Or no,
Mhm.
not the purple shop. Not the purple shop. Go to the water genasi. Go to the air genasi.
And,
Tell them Brentley sent you.
I figure he should be with a magic whip. He should be proficient with a whip. You know what I mean?
So he gets to wish this right now?
yeah, well, the DM
Wait.
decides what the weapon is, but yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Timmy's gonna black out for a minute or something, and then he's gonna wake up sitting in a brand new wheelchair that is it's all tricked out, and it's got like razors cut into the wheels, and that's gonna be his
So-
You have
weapon.
the center caps that have the blades on.
So
yeah.
kind of fitting. So his other card was balance. So he switches alignment.
That's the
So,
alignment.
Yeah. If he's good, he's evil. If he's lawful, he's the other way. So
Yay.
So what is he? Is he good or evil now?
Now
He's
evil
the
with a
new big
fucking
bad. He's bad.
with his magic
We just
wheelchair
made-
now.
Stephen Hawking.
We took all of his other possessions are gone though.
He's gonna be a warrior now. It's like
He doesn't need that stupid.
we might
taxi.
invite him on the team with us now. I don't know.
So yeah, I mean, at this point, he's gonna realize what he has and what he lost, and he's gonna look at his wheels, and he's just gonna like start grinding them, like peeling out inside the bar,
Oh,
and
you
just
little asshole.
grinding into the wood floors, and he's gonna start heading out.
Like,
Timmy.
all right, Timmy, man. I know some significant changes just went down, but hey, it's a new life for you, buddy. New life for you, buddy.
I like that Timmy. He's good people.
Yeah, he's all right.
And
Honestly,
he,
that could have gone worse. Really. I mean,
You know what I think we
And-
learned is Fallon's got your back.
Oh, hopefully he's got my front too, because that's where all the sensitive things are.
I think you go to the air genasi for that.
I think he's a little mad at me. I don't know why. I just said
Tell him Brantley sent you.
other people touch my shell.
I'm sensitive. He'll get over it. It's fine.
Yeah, he's all right.
Timmy is going to like take off down the alley and not get back into his carriage.
That thing disappeared.
Yeah, I was about to say it's not there.
Yeah, that's true. It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Crocs.
All right. All right. Yeah. So the horse that he owned, I guess the horse would be by itself, right? Just take off walking.
I mean, that would be his possession, right?
Possession
He owns
too?
it, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
One of the cards
Yeah,
was his
nothing.
magical stuff, and one was non-magical.
That's true. Yeah. So. Yeah. So.
Only owns that wheelchair.
Yeah.
That's legit. All I
And,
have.
Yeah.
and any proof that he did own said things is gone too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
And then he peeled out on our nice wood floor, proving that he did go evil.
Yeah, so you do have two trail marks from Razor wheelchair tires.
That was so worth it, though.
Oh, hey, everybody! So since we're back in the bar and we haven't gone to the thing yet, I was thinking, if we do get this place back up, I did come up with a couple of names and, a couple quick designs if anybody's interested.
I was hoping you would.
So, you know how the guy that used to live here, his name was Lef?
Yes.
I've come up
it?
with... It's Lif, but he doesn't know that. So I come up with one of my designs. I was thinking we can call this place... Left in a pint.
Is he the ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's stuff left in a pint. We could do that. That's left in a pint. And of course, it's INA.
That's good.
The other quick design I come up with is
These are so fancy.
tankards and mugs, and it says
That's a good one.
But there you goes. We can put that up, and it's like, hey, let's go to tankards and mugs.
I like that a lot.
I mean,
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
Those are just some designs I come up with and some names.
Did Girk do that at home or at work?
At home. I have all the matting stuff at home, so I'm like, it's starting to curl, so I'm like, let me put this in a mat.
I just don't want you to get caught at work when you're supposed to be doing something with glass and you're out there with your charcoal, like making all these weird drawings, and they're like, all right, we got to send Matt in for a psyche vow.
No, that's not why they would send me in.
So, so what else is going on at the tavern? Are we getting ready to go to the opera post haste?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna tell everybody, hey, if everybody wants to get their stuff on, I got somebody coming over to take a picture/portrait of us.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Yes. And, by the way, Girk, I think I like the second one the best.
Yeah, I did too, because we do have tankards and we do have mugs, so I think it's pretty fitting.
Yes, agreed. But very good job. And then Anna's just gonna be like, okay, well, I'm going to get ready into my fancy clothes then. If we're doing a portrait, I didn't know. I wish I had more time. And then she's just gonna.
Yeah. So if you have it handy or remember or want to put it up a picture now of what you're wearing tonight or what you think you would look like, go ahead and put it in the chat to remind everybody as everybody's starting to come back down from changing and whatnot.
Find that again.
I'm not going to be able to find it, so I'm just going to pretend that this was it all along.
All along.
Oh.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm sure it's in the chat from way up above. Love that turtle.
Plus, he's got this his cummerbund too, right? And apparently now I'm purple monocle, and it's all like powdered blue, like Dumb and Dumber.
Purple monocle. Don't forget about your mirror.
Yeah, just kind of looking at it. I'm sure he's got like he'll tuck it into his cummerbund every once in a while. Look at it, put it away, look at it.
Do you need help, Mirk? I don't. It looks even. I fix your bow tie a little.
Here we go.
You look great.
Oh, thank you. You don't look too bad yourself.
Thanks.
Yeah, so as everybody's starting to come down, a person is going to come to the front of the tavern and knock to come in.
That's fine.
I think I know who this is.
All right. Yeah. So as you go to Fallon, are you opening up the door?
Yeah. I was trying to pull that picture up, but yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you open the door, and this person is going to be outside. I'm ready for the photo shoot.
Nice. Oh yes, come on in. I think I got it. Yeah, that's what
You forgot my name. It's Kato.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Like, yes, come on in, yes.
You remember my nephew, Timmy?
Yeah, I think so. Good dude.
Yeah, so who's in it? Where we're shooting? I have things to do.
All right, I'm like, well, I think we should probably go out.
Is it a bedroom shoot?
No. Not this time. Well, I don't know. I think maybe we should come back outside and maybe take it in front of the
Oh yeah.
Trollskull Manor, and I'll be like, and take some liberties with the
background.
With the backdrop.
Yeah,
there.
I was about to say, does somebody want to kind of like rub a wet rag on the front of the house or something?
Yeah, like I figured you had the skills to improv that for us.
Yes, this new program, it's kind of like a Adobe Photoshop, but it's Adobe Waterdeep version.
Very well. So yeah, I mean, I guess we don't have. I mean, because Tabitha and Brentley's not on this. I mean, are we planning on just going to the thing after this? Because if not, I mean, we're probably just going to be switching maps anyways, right?
Yeah. So I mean,
we just say we go out front and he's kind of whip something up for us.
Now, is it a drawing? Is it a painting? What did you order from Kato?
It's I imagine it's going to be about a 10 by 20 landscape view of the party here.
No, it's like is it going to be paint, charcoal,
pencil? Yeah, well, I imagine it's oil painting. Very nice oil painting.
Oh, I thought you said oral painting.
Well, I don't know, but
it's like watercolors.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, he is going to be a little bit snooty, like trying again to herd everybody together. And I'm sure like some people are getting fidgety. I'm sure Beatrix is wanting to get the hell out of there and doesn't want to stand still. And
that's true.
Does tabaxis like, do they like scratch or do they like lick their fur like they're cleaning themselves type of thing like cats do?
Not that I noticed in my research that I can play it, but I hadn't really planned on her doing like her whole body. She'll do her face.
Okay.
And, like fluff out her cheeks, twirl her ear hair.
Yeah, I didn't know if anybody had any quirks that would piss Kato off as he's trying to do this portrait type of thing, as he's getting frustrated.
The tail would be twitching.
Otis stands perfectly still.
I don't blink.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's going to take 10 or 20 minutes. And is there any like subtle conversations as the group's standing still for this portrait that Fallon ordered that y'all didn't know was going to happen?
I'm like, Fallon, this is unexpected. We're going with our armor on, right? And he shows you that he's got his studded leather underneath his shirt.
It's going to be hard for me to. Well, I mean, my chain. I don't know, but. I mean, but you can wear yours. Yeah, I mean, there's no problem for you. But no, I wasn't gonna have all my armor on. I was gonna change clothes.
Oh, you're screwed. Oh, we don't get in a fight.
Yeah,
we haven't fought in like 3 episodes.
I'll be all right. All
right. Well, do you want me to carry any of your weapons? I've got a little room in the old quiver.
Well, I kind of imagined, oh, yeah, that's right. You just can do that. Yeah. I'll be like, yeah, here, throw this in there.
All right. I put it in
Holy Avenger.
Wow, thanks. You trust me? Brentley hides in shadows. Bella looks over and sees Holy Avenger, cost, ?
Yeah. It's a unique item, so I'll track it down, and I'll know. You can't. Nobody here can attune to it, other than me.
Too bad it's not a sunny day over here.
What?
Because then they would have like a big bag that we could put stuff in. Because Sunny has the bag.
Sunny!
Nice.
Confused.
It's from the other campaign.
Okay.
She has a bag of holding.
Gotcha.
You got your weapons, right?
Right.
Yeah. So how does Fallon look as he's taking off this armor? Is he like this real buff guy? Or is he like a weirdly pale weakling as he takes off armor?
He's got a dad bod for sure.
No, I kind of imagine him as a pretty solid cut. Just
all right.
Looking like a weightlifter, bodybuilder.
All right. What were you gonna say, David?
I was just asking Beatrix if she was gonna bring any weapons or armor with her to the opera.
Oh, I was gonna also leave my armor off, but I had sheaths built into the sleeves of my dress. So
nice. That's a great idea. Like this.
Yep, I will keep the 2 daggers on me. Leave everything else off. I'll have my 2 daggers on me, and then I wasn't gonna bring my armor.
Do you want me to hold your bow for you?
Oh, my crossbow. I wasn't planning on.
Sorry, can't do that.
Yeah, no. I wasn't planning on bringing my crossbow. Just the 2 daggers in my sleeves.
Well, that's all you really need, right?
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All right. I turned to Otis. I'm like, Otis, I don't know if I can fit that halberd in here, but we can try.
Otis.
We'll make it fit.
We'll snuggler.
He said he doesn't know if he can fit his halberding because we're taking one.
No, I'm going to carry it as a walking staff.
I don't know.
Okay.
A very sharp ornament on the end of it.
All right, is that everybody? If anybody needs me, because I'm going to disguise self, but I'm only going to disguise self enough to where it makes the quiver meld in with my stuff, So I'm going to look just like myself, but the quiver is going to meld in. So someone needs to stand behind me so no one can bump into my quiver.
Yeah, I'll be behind you.
If they have a metal detector, I'm going to bolt. Before I do sleight of hand, I'm going to stick that purple stuff on Beatrix.
All right. Yeah. So I mean, Kato's gonna finish finish his he's probably gonna just do like an outline and just go finish it back up later. You know, put all the paints and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna finish up and say, you know, it is gonna take me a couple of days, so just be patient with me, type of thing.
We're probably gonna be busy anyways. So.
Do we notice that Fallon's being drawn bigger and more defined than the rest of us?
Yeah. I would have told him that like to the side, like make sure you scale that up a little bit.
I was like, man, Fallon
Just
was
hand-
calling that picture, didn't he, Gert? Did you see that?
Hand him some extra coin, you know, make sure we're all the same. Keep it fair. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see how that comes out when he returns. He's got the order in, and so yeah, let's take a quick 5, and then we'll go to the opera. And like I said, I got a hard stop tonight, so I can probably
30
push
minutes?
it to 8:40. So 10, 40, about 45 minutes.
Okay.
I'll set my
We
timer.
can kill an opera in 45 minutes. Let's do this.
Yeah. Or the opera can kill you in 10.
Really, probably a lot less time, honestly.
Yeah. All right. See y'all in 5.
All right.
Are y'all, well, you can't teleport there because you've never been there, right?
Well,
Correct.
we could, but we would have to roll on a chart.
Yeah. So
And it
are
would be
you...
and it would be the really high percentage roll that something goes wrong because it's certainly like something we'd like just heard about. So it's like,
Timmy,
We
come
went
back
right
here.
around town a little bit anyways, so it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all look good. We're going to walk down Main Street.
yeah, bowling.
All right. Yeah, so let's see. It is at the Lightsinger Theater. It's a high-end establishment located in Castle Ward. So it's a little bit to the west. So it's probably about a 10-minute to 15-minute walk or something if y'all walking, or you're gonna take a carriage. That's sort of Uber carriage.
We got to find another driver now.
Yeah.
Hey,
Well,
isn't Timmy usually around here? Where did he go?
Like something happened to me.
Has me pulling a cart with his wheelchair.
Timmy might start his own gang, like the the free rollers or something, you know, or the water deep
Hot
crips,
Yeah.
you know. You are gonna pull up, you know. Well, if you're walking, I don't know. Are y'all walking or are y'all taking a carriage? I don't want to say y'all pulling up if y'all walking. All right.
We can walk.
So like you're going to a big activity, you know, you're gonna see all these carriages and hoity-toity people going past you to the same opera type of thing.
Stretch carriages, stage coaches and stuff.
You know, like the whole Budweiser parade of horses and shit going by.
Got a jacuzzi in the back.
I mean, are y'all walking like at a tight-knit group, or are y'all just like a hot mess just walking down the street type of thing?
Like a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
Slow motion.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
That's at the beginning of West Side Story. We're all coming down the
jets.
Are y'all like waving to the common folk as you go, looking all high and mighty, or are you trying to be subdued and not draw attention to yourselves?
I feel like Fallon looks more like a Secret Service agent, like kind of walking with the group.
Are you like this?
Yeah.
Now, Girk's got a shit-eating grin on his face, just smiling and waving to everybody. Oh, I'm with my family. We're going to go see a show.
We got an Archer, 10 o'clock high.
What? Oh.
Archer, 10 o'clock high.
Not yet. Oh, at 10 o'clock, he'll be high, probably.
Yeah. Xoblogs around?
So yeah, you'll finally get there, and then there's going to be, you know, of course, some security out front, and it's mainly going to be some humanoid figures, all dressed up nicely in their costumes, but like security costumes type of thing, and they are going to be not necessarily patting people down, but like just looking you up and down as people go in to see if there's any like outstanding weapons type of thing. So
I'm gonna stay close on Brentley's hip there to whatever side he would have that quiver on, or whatever's being covered by his disguised self, so nobody can get in that space.
Okay. So I think the only person that would be outstanding would be Otis, right?
This heirloom.
Heirloom. Yeah, and this one guy is gonna you know, kind of like motion to Otis, giving you the finger, like, come here. You can't bring that in.
Bring what in?
This pointy stick of yours, I know what that is. You can't fool me.
Ornamental.
You wouldn't deprive an old man of his walking stick.
Yeah.
Are you trying to intimidate this individual or persuade him to let you take it in?
I'm trying to persuade him because I don't think intimidation is going to work well here. Son of a bitch. That's a 3.
He's gonna like reach out his hand. I'll take that from you, sir.
Is there a place that I can check it, make sure it's in?
Yep.
We do have a spot inside where we keep all the non-acceptable items of the night.
When
just make sure you get a ticket.
Yeah. When he hears Wolfman say about checking it, he's going to take out his charcoal and just put a little check mark on it. Oh, I got that for you. I checked it.
Thanks, Gert.
So he is gonna, you know, grab your halberd, and he is gonna like take a quick second to like do a mind picture of your face, and he's gonna be like, is consider it checked in. And it's
Good.
gonna,
Thank you.
yeah,
I'll be back.
it'll be here when you leave. Don't worry.
Mm.
There
Don't
will be
worry,
no.
Arson, I got something you can pick your teeth with, but
I'll be back.
Hey-o.
oh no. Like a dagger or short sword, dirty bastard.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, it's Talon with his hey-oh.
I didn't say that.
that was me, but I didn't say anything.
Okay.
So I mean, this guy, I mean, he is going to take your weapon, Otis, but he is going to say that there's no need for weapons in here, type of thing. So it'll be here when you come out. There's no need for weapons in here.
Okay.
We run
Pretty
a
boring opera if there's no weapons.
we run a pretty tight ship, and he is going to hear Beatrix say that. You wouldn't happen to have anything like this, would you, little girl?
Yeah.
She's gonna flinch at the little girl. Of course not. Good sir.
Hey,
Move along.
Right on. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do we have assigned seats, or do we need to bowl down to the front and throw some people out?
So, so the person who had received the tickets is not with the group anymore, being Phelan, but it was assigned seats kind of like to the front, almost like VIP type seats. So
Nice.
so
We
as
should
you
scalp these.
Yeah.
so as you check in and you start presenting your tickets, you will get ushered kind of to the front of this seating, and I'm going to change the maps, and
Ooh.
it's got to be something like that, really big stage.
Ford Theater, is there?
I don't know.
Nonsense. Abraham Lincoln did.
Yeah, so there is going to be
Tyrannus.
all those VIP, like you guys are VIP on the floor, but the real VIPs are up on the sides, up high in these balconies. And
Yeah, very
so
icky people.
Yeah, icky people with a lot of money and influence are up high. You guys are, if you're gonna do like a opera, water deep mosh pit, it'll be on the floor type of thing.
What are we here for? What was this? What is this? This ain't actually an opera. We're not going to sit here for like 3 hours listening to. Are we?
In lifetime.
No.
You didn't know Brett could sing opera? Man, you're in for a treat.
Hell yeah.
No,
Sweet.
this is gonna be a 25-minute opera. But they are going to be I think it was the Tiamat, the legends. I'm sorry, it is the Fall of Tiamat, the opera. They're going to be singing the giant, singing in giant. Does anybody speak giant?
Oh no.
Oh man.
Okay.
I'm gonna take that. I knew there was a reason why I wanted to take giant, and I was like, "Wait, I don't think there is."
I almost did. I got to pick 2 tonight. I almost did, but I picked Celestial so I could talk to Fallon.
Yeah. So it is gonna start, and I do have another.
Before it starts, can I take 10 minutes in my seat and cast comprehend languages?
Yeah.
Sure.
I just like, if I miss the first 10 minutes, it's fine, but I'll just like ritually cast comprehend languages.
Okay.
Can I buy those glasses that they look at that they hold like this and kind of
that's
flop
written.
over, like mini binoculars?
You probably would have been handed that as everybody is going in.
Okay.
Not that it's too far anyway, but yeah, I mean, if you want to play the part, yeah, go for it. And so it is gonna be like a giant cast. So it is gonna be something similar to, as they're all coming out, it's gonna be like so many people on the scene. And it's just like this wondrous performance, and you can't believe that this is like being done nightly because it's so extravagant. And you know, as it's starting, you are gonna start seeing not would it be ushers that are, yeah, I guess they would be ushers, or people coming in bringing you like opera champagne and whatever opera snacks would be. I don't know what the hell they give you at operas. It would be peanuts, but it maybe it's like little cups of caviar. I don't know.
Some cheese.
Yeah.
Caviar.
So it seems like you know, as you're starting to see this opera being played out, Beatrix is the only one actually understanding the words that are being said. And
Nope, Beatrix does not, because comprehend languages is only written, because I didn't
Yep.
read it, by the way.
ah, okay.
So,
So
don't know
no,
shit.
so yeah, I don't.
It's only written. I thought you could
Yeah, that's only written.
understand.
Oh crap.
I
Yeah,
It's
so I guess.
original.
also thought.
So I guess, you know, everybody's like has no clue of what's being sung, but it's still it might be frighteningly,
Literal.
Wow.
you know, since it's giant. I don't know how giant actually
Lot of
sounds.
bass.
It says you can
Yeah.
understand
It's literal.
the literal meaning of any spoken
Okay.
language.
Okay,
Uh,
so okay, I can understand a little bit of it.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to respond, but you wouldn't be responding.
you don't
now
know what they're
anyway,
saying.
but-
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I did not.
yeah, so I guess you would understand what they're singing about the Tiamat and, you know, the evil dragon queen defeat at the well of dragons is what this is being played out in front of you. But the group is going to get the feeling that, hey, we're just being showered with all this food and drink, and I'd say you know, it's going to keep going and keep going for almost to intermission. You guys are just being enamored by all this wondrous stuff that's going on, and then another person is going to come with a note, and he is going to hand it to Tabitha now, since Phelan is no longer with us.
Oh, great. We're in trouble. Get him.
They just hand me a note.
Yep, he just like discreetly palms you a note. You know, it's really nice parchment paper with a nice candle wax seal with a big M on it.
All right. I open it.
All right. Yeah, so it is going to say in that note, greetings, young adventurer. My name is Mirt, Mirt. Please meet me in my private box during intermission.
I told you those earrings would look good.
Okay, well, I've just passed the note around.
To the others?
Yeah.
Okay. As you start to pass it around, the guy is gonna say, and look at you. No, just you.
Oh, okay. I don't pass it around.
He's gonna see you start doing that.
Okay, well, I pull it back. I snatch it back before they can read it.
Okay. Now, do you think Tabitha is going to act on that now, and go with them? Because he is going to like wait for like a second or two to see if you're going to join him, and if you don't, he's going to walk away.
Okay. No, I'll join them. I didn't realize. I thought we were waiting until intermission.
Well, it's intermission is about to start.
Okay.
So,
but as I stand up, I'm gonna try to like drop the note down behind me, you know. So act like I put it in my pocket, but a little sleight of hand thing, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, it's still kind of dark in there. You don't need to check for that, so we'll just say you drop it. And whoever's would be sitting closest to Tabitha can see it being dropped.
I smack him in the face with my tail as I.
and point down with your tail.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Okay. So you walk with this gentleman to the private box of Mirt. Does anybody who picks up the note and does or says anything?
Who's sitting next to Tabitha?
Me. I'm like, guys, I think Tabitha just started a new line of work, or we need to. She hit me with her tail, and she just left with a stranger. Does anybody know anything about what's going on?
Well, you said he saw the note, right?
Yeah, I'm showing everyone the note.
Oh, okay. Well, where did they go? Did you see?
No, they went that way, and then I point that way. I'm gonna get on the track right now. Gert, can you give me a telepathic link, please?
All right, and knock, knock, knock.
Hello, who's there?
It's Kirk. You asked for this? I'm here.
Kirk who?
You asked for
this? Right on. You are right here. Thanks, bud. Are you in my head? Knock, knock. Oh, I get it now. See, I'm the slow one.
I even waited
right, I tried
this
to...
many seconds.
I try to pick up her perfume, her cat fur smell. 13.
All right. Yeah, so I mean, it's probably not a hard feat for Brentley to track her. There's probably not too many tabaxis at the opera tonight. And I'm sure they have a unique scent, I would imagine.
I spray the walls as I'm walking.
Hey, wow. No problem. We don't know exactly where she's at.
A little spritz.
I wasn't going to say that, but since you did. All right. Yeah, you follow the trail of spray to the private box of Mirt, where Tabitha was led. And let me put up his picture. As you go into this private box, this fine gentleman is going to where'd he go?
I mean, he's there, but super tiny.
Yeah, I'm just trying to expand him.
Who's there? Oh, we were supposed to be looking at like a big stone.
Yeah. Okay. So this gentleman is going to introduce himself as Mirt, and he is going to let you know that he is a part of the Harper's Enclave.
All right. Really quickly, did he sign the note?
It was signed, yeah.
So I know who it is. I'm like, guys, really quickly,
it's only Kirk.
Mirt is like the money. He's the money in this area, this town. He's kind of important.
Oh, were we supposed to follow you, or were we staying on our seats? Because we're still here.
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't say that. I just tell that to you, Girk. I say, Girk, Mirk's the money, and he's pretty important in this town. Tell Fallon that his old Gilf ain't coming if we can land this guy.
Hey, Fallon, there's Mirt and money, and he's back in town.
Nailed it.
Sounds good, I think.
Yeah, I think that's what Bradley said. That's what I heard.
All right.
He said that I think we should stay here, so I don't know if we should listen to him or follow him.
I say follow the smell. You'll know what I mean.
He said follow the delicious smell. Or gross. I always forget which one's which.
It's pungent. It's not gross. It's just smellable.
It's
Wait till I'm in heat.
Yeah. Wait.
All right. So
can Can you tell any direction of the person you're telepathically linked to, or is it just?
No,
or is it just you hear me?
I think I just hear you. I don't. There's no like. I can't track you or anything from that.
All right.
Like, so he wants us to follow him.
So yeah, he said follow the pea aroma, and that's where he's at.
All right, that's not usually what I do, but
all right. So Bradley, we're following the P. Hopefully that's the right direction.
Yes, you're good to go. So are you in there with
just
in there with Mirt?
what's going on?
What's happening with that?
So I guess we're gonna try to follow the trail here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you is your character good in survival? Because he's out in the woods, so would know what it's like.
Yeah, I would need like a group survival check to track this pea and make sure you're not tracking some hobo pea out in the alley.
There you go.
Wait, I thought he was in the upstairs in the. They left.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Okay. I got 13.
Can I like pop my familiar from the dimension pocket? I think it's like the.
That's
when get the distance, but pop it away to where he doesn't see it, but send it back to find them, and then it can follow and lead them.
Oh, there you go.
So is it 100 feet?
That's
100 feet. She can stay in communication.
Yeah. I don't know if that would.
Unoccupied space within 30 feet.
Yeah, I mean, you can send them, but I don't know because you're going up stairs and whatnot. It might get confused, and I don't know if it's going to cause. It might cause some mayhem of having a flying owl. And I mean, we can go for it. Is poison with you also? I forgot to ask.
Oh,
I made him a little bed and tucked him into the library where I stay, and put a whole bunch of food out and made some makeshift cat toys.
All right, gotcha. I gotcha. All right. Yeah, I mean, you guys are good at following the P trail, and we'll just say that
it tastes like we should be going this way. You can taste the air. Nom, nom, nom.
At first, I thought Girk was licking the carpet as he's like going. I was like, please, no.
I think with a 23, he doesn't even need to lick the carpet.
Yeah, he just knows.
Yeah.
So what?
Girk's licking stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's not because of he's trying to track. That's Girk.
That's Girk. That's Girk. Everybody is going to be close to the private room that Tabitha went in with Mirt. And, Mirt did introduce himself, and he is going to leaning in a little bit to Tabitha and say, word has it, you have had a, and he's going to try and say it politely, like when Eric quotes, shady past. I do find myself in the need of a useful spy.
Can you elaborate? What do you mean by shady?
Speak into the microphone.
The ability to do things without being noticed.
Oh, well, yeah, I'm a cat, so I guess, what comes along with that is being known as being able to sneak around.
If this would be something that you might be good at and would like to earn some notoriety and coin, following that path, we could use you in the Harper's Enclave.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would we know who the Harpers were just by living around, or is that secret? I know the Harpers are.
I think Harpers are like the most famous of the.
Yeah, I'm sure if anybody spent any time in Waterdeep, you would have heard rumors and whatnot. They would you would at least know that they're, you know, a good aligned group.
Right.
But you know, everybody's got their secrets and stuff, and they're looking for somebody that can help them, you know, be their eyes and ears on the street, if you will.
And I ask him, and when asking me for help, is it just me? Because I mean, I am with a group. Is this something I would be able to discuss, or something more on the down low?
And I mean, he is going to say that it was directed at you, but if you feel that other party members have the same characteristics as you possess, then we will be willing to bring others in as well. But if they are kind of on the more evil aligned type, then no.
Okay, well, I might be interested. I don't know that much about you. I know there's several enclaves in there. Isn't there Emerad Enclave and some other ones? I'm not sure how this works. I'm not from this area or anything, so.
So I can give you an example of the first mission to see if that's be something you would be interested in.
Okay.
And he is going to tell you that one example would be that one of the drays working in the city, which is a type of horse, is pulled by a talking mare named Maxeene. So we would need you to locate her, find out if she's learned anything of the Zent operatives, and if so, determine their whereabouts. So he wants you to go find this horse Maxeene that's pulling a carriage somewhere in Waterdeep, and find out if Maxeene has the scoop of these Zent operatives.
Please say it's not Timmy's horse.
Timmy doesn't have any horses, so it obviously can't be.
To be determined. Yeah, so it's a easy start for a first timer in the Harpers.
It's not dangerous or anything. Are there anyone watching this horse?
It is a talking horse who talks in common. So as long as you can do it skillfully without drawing notice to yourself, talking to a horse in town, then you should be able to get the
operative. What was it again?
I'm sorry?
What was the operative? Zent?
Zent, yes. Zhent.
Is that short for Zentarium?
Yep.
Black Network.
Yeah, so it's the ones that would have the snake tattoos. Those operatives.
Yeah, I'd probably be interested.
Okay.
If I am, I mean, where should I contact you or find you at?
Yeah, and he is going to give you like a his address, like you know, card of his mansion in Castle Ward, and he is just give this to any driver. They'll know where my home is. Everybody knows in Waterdeep. Mirt's mansion. It's the big house. The big house on the hill.
You have her here. That's,
yeah.
You're kind of a big deal around here.
Xanadu, Camelot.
Are we going to the grotto?
But you know, we if you don't know, the Harpers are kind of a big deal, and you know, you do get some Waterdeep street cred if you're a part of the Harpers. And you will get like this, and he's going to take out one of these like little silver pins of a harp, and he is going to hand it to you. If you choose to take this on, this will be yours.
Wow. Like the Girl Scouts.
Yeah, there'll be like some kind of like code handshake or something where you gotta like play a violin or something.
Be sure to
Is
drink
there
your
a
Ovaltine.
time frame you want this done in?
Crummy commercial, son of a bitch.
Is there a time frame you want this done in?
Time is always of the essence, so as soon as possible.
Okay.
And basically you have no leads as far as where this horse can be found other than Waterdeep pulling a carriage. So yeah, so you might have to actually like start talking to random horses and try. Are you Maxeene? Are you Maxeene? Are you Maxeene? Are you Maxeene? This tabaxi is drunk. She's talking to a horse. So yeah, so he has, he is gonna like hand the pen to you whether you accept it or not. It's kind of like he's goading you into it. He's like, just take it and think about it, and if you complete the mission, just come to my residence and tell me the good word.
All right, I will. It's nice to meet you.
And enjoy the drinks and the opera.
You too.
And he is going to have his usher or guide bring you back to your seats. Now, as you and him are leaving the room, was the party like right outside the door and like, oh shit?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
All just like in the room.
Oh, excuse me. Where is the chamber pot? I'm looking for that. We got a little twisted, and I can't find it. And these people don't like it when I just leave it in the hallway.
Anna's filing her nails. Jenny.
Are there any shadows?
Yeah, I'm sure there is some shadows.
That's where Brentley is.
Yeah. So yeah, as everybody's trying to play this off, and I'm sure is everybody just ignoring Tabitha as she comes out to go back to the room.
So
I got you.
That's a no on the chamber pot. You don't know where it's at.
I mean, he will. This guide will like look at Girk and be like, oh, turtles, type of thing. Like so, yeah. Like
I make a note of who that is so I can tell Fallon.
Yeah. So I mean, he's gonna like point to the nearest men's room sign, like it's that way down there at the end of the hall.
Oh, well, thank you, good sir.
Please, these are private boxes with private bathrooms.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna close the door.
Anyways, and he's just going to continue guiding Tabitha back to her seats where nobody else is sitting.
I put my arm around Girk and I'm like, come on, man, let's go. Opera was a bust.
Yeah, I said I was looking for the privy.
Just don't pee on me.
You got two at the house. Yeah, so I mean, the whole opera spiel was to get you guys there for Mirt to pitch his spiel to one of the group, and he picked Tabitha.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's probably for the best, being Tabitha's past and the ability to hide and be sneaky and stealthy, and probably the best one for that guild. I don't know if
for finding a horse.
Well, that too. I don't know. You might need to. I don't know. It depends. What is Tabitha doing or saying as she reunites with the group?
To the guy that was leading me, or to the group?
He didn't. The guy that guided you back to the seat, he just put out his hand.
Back to the area.
Yeah, and then he left. So whether the group came back to the seats or you left to go meet them outside, I'm not sure what y'all doing, but if it's
Yeah.
back at the seats, do you say anything about what just occurred?
Yeah, I said, well, that was kind of an interesting meeting.
Let's talk about it when there's less people around.
Yeah.
Let's go. Come on, this is boring.
Yeah, I can't understand what they're saying anyway. They're just
Yeah,
like
we got to get Girk to the bathroom fast.
It was those gross berries that you keep giving me. They go down easily.
Yeah. You might have a urinary tract infection, bro. Let's go figure out what's going on. We got to get you to Dr. Fallon.
Nice. So y'all gonna just like meet up outside and talk amongst yourselves?
Yeah, I'm like, we're definitely being followed, guys. So that's what I would do.
Okay. And as y'all are walking out, that one guy, security at the front, is going to call out to Otis and don't forget your stick. He's gonna hold it back out for you.
Thank you.
Is that the right ticket? Is that the right one?
Yeah, it's probably the only halberd in the opera.
Just look for the check mark that I put on there.
Not like the old days. Yeah, I'm it off later. Thank you.
I give Fallon back his Holy Avenger.
All right. So everybody
that was trust, man. You're not going to count it, are you? I mean, look it over, make sure it's yours.
Oh, you can't. You can't tamper with this thing.
All right. Well, I appreciate you trusting me with that. I know that was hard for you.
I have my eye on
you. He's like sweating.
I mean, totally trust you. Totally trust you.
Yeah. So are y'all taking a carriage back, or are y'all walking back just like y'all walk there?
Just walk back.
Yeah.
Okay. So would y'all just converse on the way back, walking back?
I mean, do we see any random horses outside that we just start talking to? Hey,
we do
are you a talking horse?
Sure, you can do that. Who's all doing it? Well, first, y'all don't even know that.
Yeah, let's not be all crazy about it.
Yeah, I haven't said anything until we get back to the house.
Okay, then.
There we go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So, we'll go a couple more minutes. So y'all get back to Trollskull Manor. Y'all get back into the safety of the tavern, whether it be upstairs or downstairs. Y'all decide. So, what do y'all talk about or do?
I just let them know that was a very interesting meeting. That guy named Mirt, wanted me to snoop around and find some information for him. Got to find a talking horse.
Talking horse?
Yeah, he seemed to know about my past. I tried to play it off, so I don't know.
Oh, yeah. You knew about your past?
Yeah, because he said he knew I kind of had a shady past. I could sneak around. I just tried to act like, yeah, I'm a cat. So this is what he wanted me to do.
All right.
So Tabitha, did you get the real answer to the question? Is this man single and is he looking for someone beautiful to spend all of his money?
I didn't get that information, but we'll have to do some snooping. He's supposed to be the big deal around here, so I'm sure we can find out a lot about him.
Perfect. So as we look for this, as you do like you're sneaking around, we can also do like a 007 type of other sneaking for him, see if he's single, see how much money he really has, and then, maybe have two houses, we can go back and forth, Just saying. I'm just, spitballing here. This is just like...
Yeah.
That's spitballing.
Looking out for number one. She's
gonna take one for the team.
Depends on how much money he has, I guess.
He's the money lender.
Yeah.
So he must be set up.
We could probably poison him very easily.
Oh my God.
Afterwards.
Beatrix.
Yeah, our sponsor for the tavern.
Oh, yeah. He could be the sugar daddy. We can call this Mirt mansion.
The Sultan of Salt, or not Saltmarsh, the Sultan of Waterdeep.
I'm just saying, Anda marries him. We come over for dinner.
And then we have a powerful
Yeah.
mage that's the main like patron of the.
And you guys just got rid of Bonnie because she was getting ready to go take a power move, and Anna's going for the top. Right.
Have we got a letter yet back on what we're gonna do with her hideout, her safe house?
Oh.
The letter as far as the agreement, as far as the rent.
Right.
Hey, weren't we like a couple
I
weeks
mean, we
out
were
from
just
that?
there. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Alright.
still had some time, like to the
Only
end
got
of the
rid
month
Bonnie
type
like
of
a day
thing.
ago.
Yeah, so you
I
still got
asked
time.
if Fallon, is there any way you can cast Remove Curse on, say, an entire bar?
Oh.
Just asking for a friend.
Well, let me think here. Not yet. That's
Friend the curse, but okay.
I can't do that yet. That's for sure. Maybe I have to work on that. I have to look into that.
Are you familiar with how why this place has been closed for so long?
If you're talking to me, I had just got back in the town, so I didn't know why. Like, cause I thought like when I came, cause like when I got introduced to the group, I had came there thinking it was still like open and stuff. Like I thought it was still a happening place or whatever. I hadn't been there in years.
Well, I was told that there was an explosion and a number of patrons were killed, and I think a bartender. Does that mean anything to you?
Well, there is a bartender spirit that's still trapped in the bar, so to speak.
You've seen him?
I'm aware of him.
I mean, seen is a very strong word for a ghost, you know, like
I can perceive his essence through my divine sense, but I can't actually see him. I can't tell what he looks like, but I know he's there.
He seems to like Otis.
He's not a barbarian. Well, I wasn't asking like from me to you. I haven't seen him yet, so I don't believe in it, as my character doesn't. He's like, yeah, whatever, ghost, man.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm telling him. I'll be like, yeah, I've sensed a ghost, a spirit, or I guess that's what it is. It's an undead spirit in the house, and I know it's there, and I've seen things move, so something's doing it.
Does anyone know his name? Its name?
Yeah, we've got the whole story. Like, there's the ghost. Yeah, that's the lift in the pint. That was that.
Oh, that's okay.
You're saying it wrong. It's Lef. His name is Lef.
Correct. Mostly correct.
Name our bar Left for Dead.
And he like writes messages on the mirrors, and he played a coin trick with Otis before. And
we should play that up to get patrons in.
Yeah, that was kind of what Phelan was kind of doing there at the end there.
I don't think we should populate our bar with old wizards with
you watch your tongue,
I guess he has a
Bradley.
shield guardian. Be nice to what?
You watch your tongue.
I didn't mean it like that.
That is
anyway,
the VIP.
You know what an oligarchy is?
Yeah. I'm cool with it. I'm saying like if we have
I go, yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was foolish of me to ask. Okay. Oh, let's go find a horse.
All right. Yeah, well, yeah, because there's no horses around Trollskull Manor at the moment. So we will start that off next week. Was there anything else outstanding? Just the opera, right?
Well, the Black Network thing, but Beatrix hasn't
told
anybody.
Yeah.
Nope.
I got you.
That's only Girk accidentally knows about that one. So.
Yeah, and I'm gonna shuffle some things around too because we lost Olivia and Nika, so I'm gonna shift a couple of things around as far as factions and possible members type of thing.
Okay.
And we'll kick it off. And I swear you guys are gonna fight something next week. But you did. Right? You didn't have to fight in the opera, which could have been good because there's a lot of people and it just could have been.
Was that an option?
It's always an option.
It's always. Yeah, I mean, hey, I mean, what better to go out than opera TPK?
Sweet.
Could have had some actual giants come out, and just kind of start smashing everybody. Smash
next week.
Yeah.
The re-rise of Tiamat.
Yeah. Yeah. So has anybody got anything going on next week where they will be out? Just so I know ahead of time.